All right. Okay. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, fam? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Where we at with it, man? What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on? Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? Share it up. Y'all know what it is, family. Share it up. All that good stuff. Share it up. All that good stuff, family. And we gonna talk a little bit. We gonna talk a while. We gonna talk a while. We gonna talk a while. Gonna get into a couple of things. Get into a couple of things. Well, one thing for sure. One thing. Okay. Yeah. One thing, and we're gonna get our point across, man. So hopefully y'all get it, understand it, and all of that good stuff. You dig? Brother Jason, what's happening? What's happening? Meek, what's good? What's good? Scotty, what's happening? What's happening? Malcolm, what's good, family? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all share it up, man. Y'all share it up, share it up, share it up. Oh, this Prince. Okay, bet. Hey, boy, I see you. I see you, my nigga. You better believe it. I see you, boy. Keep going. Keep going. I fuck with you. I fuck with you, boy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Keep doing your motherfucking thing. Andrew, what's happening? What's happening? Nefair, Tamia, peace. Brother Claude Banks, what's happening? What's happening, man? So like I said, man, y'all share this thing up, family, so the right people can hear it. And we're going to touch bases on something real quick. Okay? Gonna touch bases on something real quick, family. There's some things that's been going on lately. All right. Some things that's been happening lately, family, that is revealing some things. You understand? It has been revealing some things. Very, very interesting. Extremely interesting. Okay. It's some information that I got years ago. Okay. But like I say, family, on how this thing go, man, on how this thing operate. A lot of times we're not ready to receive. Okay. You're only ready to receive when you are. All right. And we're going to talk about that. Okay. All right. Brother Sid, how you doing? Divine, what's happening? Courtney, what's good? So let me go ahead on and hit this up one time. All right. For the one time, we gonna get this thing going crazy. Now make sure, family, y'all write down your questions. Y'all write down your questions so you can have them for later. All right, and we can touch bases on them. Okay, so we can touch bases on them. All right. Peace, family. What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing, man? All right. We're going to hook this up real fast, family. And it's on and popping. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So, all right, family. Let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. Let's get into this thing, man. Um, so just to give you something to a reference, okay? Um, uh, we're gonna touch a little bit on the Kabbalion, okay? All right, and which is the seven laws, the seven universal laws, things of this nature. All right. Just to kind of give you an understanding on where I'm coming from. But we're not going to dive all the way in it. I'm just giving you something to check out. You understand? Okay, the Kabbalion. Kyballin. Yeah, I think. If I'm wrong, somebody put it in the comments on how you spell Kabbalion. Okay. So now, let's dive into this, family. Okay. So one of the laws or the principles in the Kabbalion is um, are one of the most uh, powerful, I should say, uh, where we should start from. You understand? Where we should start from, and that is um, all is mine, right? All is mine, and mine is all. Now, what does that even mean? Okay, what does that even mean? Now let's dive into this, family. Let's dive into this, okay? All right. Well, we got a comedian in the building. Okay. All right. Yeah, so let's see here. Okay. So like I say, family, um what are we talking about here? King Ali, what's happening, family? Right now, what's going on? So let's start from here, right? Um are you sure what you are getting is oxygen? Okay, let's start there. Let's start there. Okay, now you have been told that oxygen is what you breathe, right? This is what you are given. Okay, now understand this. All right, and to a certain degree, I'm only talking to my people who are ready to actually move along on this journey. Again, this journey was always about, okay, becoming the Christ one. You understand? Divine enlightenment. Okay? All right? And everything else fall into place along the way. Okay? If you want to be the good human and all of this type of stuff, you understand? All of that play a part later on. Okay? All right? It's too much information being put out here. Okay? That is destroying the people. Okay, all right, because you don't understand where this thing starts from. Okay, you understand? You have to have a starting point, a understanding before you go further. Okay, all right. You must clean your plate before you add, new food on it. You understand? Okay, so because all of these teachings are scattered about all over, people are all over the place. So when they hear information like myself or people like myself, you understand? Okay, it's weird. Okay, all right, is man, I don't know about that. Will like that's crazy to me. Okay, I get a lot of that. You understand? Okay, why? Is because the information is taught. Okay, all right, the information is given. Okay, based on people wanting to be famous, people wanting to be celebrities, people wanting money. You understand? Okay, all right, all right. I come from motherfuckers who was doing this shit for free. You understand? Okay, all right, because they want change. You understand? Okay, all right. They want a newness to this world. Okay, all right. You have kids and all of this here. Why would you want your kids growing up in a place like this? Okay, where every day some little dude got his head blown off. Okay, all right. Or this one is doing this and this one is doing that. Why would you want to raise kids in this? Okay, all right. This is the reason why the Gnostic texts talk about children are attachments, and it's not the fact that children are bad. It's just the fact that you are raising them here. Okay, there is not one woman in existence that if you were in jail, you wouldn't want to have a baby there because you're in jail. Okay, all right. So once you understand this particular thought process, okay, all right, you have to see it from that lens. Okay, so in the Gnostics, basically an older self or older version of you. You understand? All right, all right. Basically, it was preparation. Like they were preparing us for certain things, for certain issues that was going to happen here that we see every single day. Okay, you understand? All right, all right. So, like I say, is extremely confusing because of the information that's being put out to the people, to the masses. All right, and it's having people going all over the place. That's why I try to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, all right, as simple as possible. All right, and I try to stick to the information and don't make up my own shit. Okay, because again, the information go through me. All right, I'm not your sensei, your master, no, none of that shit. You understand? Now let's move on. Okay, so when we talk about all is mind is all. Okay, all right. You were taught in school that you breathe oxygen. You were given the whole song and dance. Okay, about this is Earth, the universe is above your head, God is above your head. You were given a whole thought process. You understand? You were given a whole thought process. All right. Okay. You didn't get a chance to think for yourself. You didn't get a chance to read something for yourself. You didn't get a chance to sit down and just ponder on things. No, you didn't do none of that. You was given this stuff and you was told this is what it is, believe it, and you live your life based on what I say is real. You live your life based on what book I give you. Okay, you live your life on I say Christopher Columbus discovered America. Okay, all right. I say you are African. Okay, all right. I say Jesus' birthday is on the 25th. You celebrate Christmas and you buy a thousand gifts and you do what I say. You weren't given the opportunity to think. Never. Okay, all right. This is why I try my best to give you information that predate a somewhat of a certain thought process. Okay, so when I give you the Ashtavaka Gita, we're talking about um um some people say 500, some people say 5,000. You understand? Okay, or before this world became what it is. Um, when I did my class on Hermetica, okay, or when I get into the emerald tablets and things of this nature, okay. All right, we're talking about something that predate the thinking, the thoughts of today. All right. All right. I try my best not to give you nothing that's 5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. No, we're not doing that. Okay. So the Kabbalion, the late 1800s, early 1900s. Some people say 1904, some people say 1908, some people say 1901. Okay? You understand? All right? So now, this is the reason why I do what I do, family. Okay? All right? So now, Ashtavaka, somebody put that in the comments for me, man. Hold on, let me see. Let me see here. Okay. It's spelled ASHTAVAKRA. ASHTAVAKRA. Astavakra, that's how they pronounce it. Astavakra, and the next word is Gita, Gita. Okay? Gita. It's 2 words. Astavakra, Gita. Okay? All right, and it's another text I came from too. One older than that. Shit. Damn. It is actually a collection. It's about 10 books. Okay, it's about 10 books. I'll just have to pull that up, family. I'll just put it in there afterwards. So now, okay. Um, damn, I forget the name of this one, man. But it's in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Man, Keaton, man, look, that's it. The Srimad Bhagavatam. That's another one. That is actually a collection. It's about 8 to 10 books, something like that. Okay, crazy information that will disconnect you from your ignorance. You understand? Okay, all right. And that dates back about 1,000. You understand? At least that's what we are told. Okay? Now, so appreciate that, Keaton, appreciate that. All right. So now let's get back to this understanding of what is this, what are we talking about? All is mind is all. Now, before you could even understand what's being said, okay, Rain, what's going on? Okay. Now, but before you can even understand um um what's being said, okay, you must first go through the process, okay, of detaching. You understand? I've talked about this. I've went through this many times. Okay, for you to get a full understanding of what's being said, okay, all right, you cannot take information, put it on a dirty plate. Okay, we don't do that. All right, you got old mac and cheese. Okay, all right, you got nigger juice all over the goddamn plate, and you trying to put new food on the goddamn plate. Okay, now you're sick and all this old other shit. All right, again, clean your plate. What does that mean? All right, accept the fact that everything you have known, okay, thus far has been a lie. Okay, from your presidential election, okay, to your zodiac signs, okay, so forth and so on. Okay, all right, it is all a lie. Okay, all right, gotta understand this. All right, so for you to fully understand that, because again, okay, the brain only moves on what it can hold. It's like a cup. Okay, it's like a cup. All right. Well, if you got a whole bunch of bullshit in your cup already, you understand? Okay, how you gonna take this information and put it in? Okay, all right. The information is not going to stand. Is not going to stay there. This is what I mean when. Okay, you got all this information, and then when life strikes, and then when you start going through certain things, okay, all right, this happened over here, this happened over there, you know, you know, family shit, whatever, whatever. Okay, you revert back to the ignorance. You revert back to the bullshit. Okay, why? Because you have no room for the information. The information, the ancient ship that you supposed to be walking into is floating on the surface. Okay, you need the information to get to the bottom of the cup. Therefore, you have to empty all the bullshit out. You understand? Let go and let God, as they say. So you have to empty that cup and then get that new info. Okay? All right? And then what's going to happen is you will start to change. Okay? You will not be the same person. Okay? Matter of fact, even the person will die. Okay? All right? Because ultimately, if you look up the etymology of person, it ultimately means illusion. Okay? All right? So again, pour out the old you. You get it? Pour out the old you and pour in the true you. All right? It's a reason that your cup was filled with certain things. Like I read on Puppet Master video that I did. Okay? All right? These people said on in this particular text, uh sacred somebody put in the comments, sacred something. Hold on. What's the name of this damn this thing, family? What's the name of this motherfucker? Let me see here. Covenant, bingo. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Sacred covenant. That's the word. Okay. In the sacred covenant, it tells you, okay, all right, it tells you we cannot let these people know about their divinity. Okay. We cannot let them know what's going on inside of them. Okay, in so many words, if they find out about that, they can take over the world. Y'all don't understand how real this shit is. Okay? A certain force is trying to stop you from discovering you and taking over the world. Do you understand that you have no worth? Okay? All right? To have a okay, so what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? So to have a worth is to put a ceiling on yourself. You don't have a worth. You're endless, or you have no limits. Okay, all right. We supposed to be beyond billionaires, trillionaires. We don't supposed to have a cap on finances. Okay, okay, all right. You are an endless entity. You need to get that. Okay, so these particular people. Okay, peace, peace, peace. God is what's happening. What's happening? Heavenly, what's happening? What's happening? So you need to understand that. Okay? All right? All right? You are the biggest entity in this motherfucker. And that leads me to this. That leads me to this. All is mine and mine is all. Right? Okay. Now, what does that mean? Again, let me go back to what I asked earlier. Is this oxygen you're breathing in? When you're outside, is that wind hitting your face? No, it is not. It is only mine. Okay? All right? Okay? That's all that exists is mine. All right? We can flip that, okay? Play a game called semantics. We can say that's the nothingness. We could say that's source, becoming source, like I said, the name of this vid. Okay, all right? Becoming source, becoming love, becoming bliss. All that exists is bliss. All that exists is peace. Okay? All right. So what's going on is right now, what we're breathing in, we're told that this is oxygen and all of this and all of that, and the whole song and dance. And it's a reason you're being told this. Again, like I said, the brain does not know who is wrong, who is right. The brain receives. Okay? All right? And when the brain receives, the brain acts. The brain go into action on what it's receiving. Okay? You understand? Okay? So if the brain is told constantly, oh, I'm a Sagittarius, oh, I'm a Gemini, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, the brain go into action. Squabble up. Squabble up. The brain go into action. Okay? All right. And what happened is you have just capped yourself off. You have just given yourself a limitation. Just that quick. So every single time your ass claim these bullshit zodiacs, you destroy yourself every time you open up your fucking mouth. Okay? And then you wonder why all these black women and men sitting up here making these damn videos. You know, man, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you this how niggas be. Man, let me tell y'all. See, I'm tired of these niggas out here and these chicks out here. I'm gonna find my motherfucking peace. I'm sick of these niggas out here always doing this to me. I'm so tired of this bullshit out here. The same shit, the same people saying the same shit over and fucking over. Okay, and you just don't fucking know. All right, all of this motherfuckers is doing, these niggas is doing all that shit come from you putting a cap on yourself every time you speak. Let me talk to you niggas. Okay, talking about, yeah, man, we in the trap. Yeah, man, we in the trap house. I'm trapping right now. Okay, we trapping right now. You what? You're trapping. The brain has been taught that a trap is to enslave. The brain has been taught through definition, through you going in school, through people constantly teaching you and telling you all of these things. Okay, all right, with definition. Okay, so your brain, when you say I'm in the trap and then you go to jail or get shot, you bought that on yourself. Because the brain is like, hey, this is okay, a trap is that's what it is. And then niggas crying, oh man, nigga ratted on me, man. These old cheese eating ass niggas out here, they ratting on the nigga. I was in the trap hustling. You were in the trap. Like I said, family, we do this to ourselves, okay? Based on believing wholeheartedly in this illusion. You understand? Okay? All right? I'm just saying. Peace, 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 peace. Drake, what's happening, mama? Okay? So I'm just trying to give you an understanding here. But these are the things we say every day. So we put a cap on ourselves every time we open our mouth. Okay, now I'm giving you all of this before I go into all is mine and mine is all, the things of this nature. You understand? Okay, I want to give you an idea, okay, because I know you can turn into something else based on my experience. I have a few other people, okay, who've gotten to a certain frequency. Their experiences has been crazy, okay, and I'm talking about the shit is becoming broad, okay. I'm talking about mass. All right, this shit is crazy. Okay, all right. Niggas having experiences where my whole being is becoming the grass outside. Okay, I'm becoming the trees. White person walking by, I become them. Like the shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Okay, all right. So my little bro hit me up. Hey man, they gave me a book in a dream space. You know, I said, okay, well let's tap back into that. Okay, I fuck with that years ago, 8, 9 years ago, and maybe it's time to check it out. Okay, all right. Like I said, the Kabbalion is what I'm talking about. Okay, so I ended up getting into a conversation with another brother of mine. Okay, and based on me getting into some of the principles in that particular text, okay, I was able to pinpoint certain things in it, blew me the fuck away. Okay, all right. You got to understand, you are endless. Okay, all right. You spread. You are not what you think you are. Okay, again, your brain can go as far as the eye can see. Okay, all right, further. All right, but the brain can't go nowhere as long as you believe that you're Will Copprue. As long as you believe that I was born in 82, my birthday is in July, and all of this. All of that is tactics for enslavement, man. Okay, all right. So I understand that I have a that I play a role as a guy called Will Copprue, whatever, was born in at this time, birthday, whatever. I understand that, but I don't trap myself in that mode, okay? Because I know there is no growth when you believe in this. Okay, all right. I play the role. I play it well. Okay. All right. But other than that, that's it. So that's why you try. I try not to be the one, hey, I telling everybody, hey, it's my birthday, hey, like, you know, especially what I know now, man. I used to do it a little bit years ago, but now it's like, I notice the more I let go of who I think I am. Okay, all right. No, the more I let go of who I was taught that I am, which is me, which is social security number, which is I'm a cancer. Okay, I'm the whole nine. All right, the whole box that was given to me when I was born. I didn't ask for that shit. I wasn't given that box. Okay, all right, and it's crazy. All right, not only that I didn't ask for that box. Okay. All right. So they gave me a box, okay, around here. You understand? And then they put me in a box. And then they gave me a pillow that was a box. And then they put me in a bed, okay, that was also a box. Okay. All right. So I'm surrounded by a box. You need to understand, okay, why many of these temples of the quote unquote past weren't built like a box. They were oval shaped and things of this nature. Okay, you understand that? All right, pyramid shaped and all this type of shit. Okay, all right, it wasn't made like that. All right. And some of it now may look a certain way after a certain time. You got rain and stuff like that. Okay. You understand? But these monoliths and things weren't made like that, man. Okay? All right? The damn baby crib is one big motherfucking enslavement. All right? Like I'm just saying, family. Okay, these particular so-called powers that be were very intricate in the design of enslavement. Okay? You understand? All right? I'm just saying. Okay? I'm trying to give you this understanding. All right? It's all around you, family. Windows, your doors. Okay? I'm just trying to give you an understanding here. Okay? Now, all right. So now let's get to what we discussing. All is mind, or all is nothingness, or source, or like I said in the video that I did a couple months ago, the perfect black. Okay, you understand? All right. So now this particular energy, all right, is all around us. It moves through us. Everything. It is us. Okay. Now this is the key. Okay, this is the key. This energy that's all around us, that's running through us. Okay, all right. It only moves on a certain frequency. Okay. So what am I saying? The name of the video is Becoming Source. All right. Now, source is all around you. Okay. Your skin, your eyebrows, your beard, you are source. All right. But the brain has to know. Okay. All right. And if the brain don't know, your organs don't know. Okay. All right. So if the brain don't have a proper understanding of sources all around your source, this, that, your brain is going to move, okay, just like everybody else. Okay, so no, things not just going to kick in. Okay, and what are these things I'm talking about? All right, so I'm talking about uh 10 years ago, 9 years ago, something like that. I started doing readings. Don't even know how the fuck I even started that shit. One day I woke up with the telling niggas what happened to their grandfather in the war in Vietnam War. I started telling niggas, and niggas like, how the fuck you know that? I said, I don't know. I started doing past life regressions, this, that. I'm doing all type of shit just off the fucking dome. Nigga like, oh man, that's some psychic shit. Nah, man, that's just another phrase that was given to you. There is no fucking psychic, nigga. You are only source. That's it. Fuck these names. Okay? You understand? So this shit started happening. Like I just started knowing things. I'm predicting shit. I'm telling niggas don't do this, don't do that. You understand? Okay, and then the hate came. Of course, that's the name of it. That's how I go. So it is a beautiful thing. You understand? So how the fuck this nigga? How the fuck he know? What the fuck going on? I'm telling niggas, man, look. Your baby, this gonna happen with this, that. I'm not reading nothing. I'm not whooping out cars. I'm not doing anything. Not saying that tarot cards is a bad thing or whatever. I'm just saying I wasn't using nothing. Okay, at that time, I talked about at that time. This is what I was saying. 2015, some shit like that. I was talking about. Uh, I said I just hear something, man. Motherfucker just talking to me, man. You know, I could be talking to somebody, and then I ask a motherfucker, hey man, how your grandma look? Did she cook, greens a lot? Did she always use a certain color pot? So I'm seeing all this shit. You understand? Okay, and then I'm going in. I'm going in. Okay, all right. Just doing whatever the fuck I thought. to do at that point in time. You understand? Okay, so now that's low level shit. You understand? That's low level shit. Now, of course, as time went along, okay, nigga got to the point to where nigga know how to heat their body up. You know, you could be in the ice cold fucking room, nigga heat their body up to where you start sweating. I actually got a class on that. You know, all type of shit, man. You understand? Okay. So the more and more I got more of a divine understanding, okay, more things started to come into play. Okay. All right. More things started to come into play. All right. So the more I went back to the future, okay, all right, understand the future has always been here. You have just been told that the future is that way, but the future has always been here. We fell back. Okay. All right. So let me give you this. Let's say this is the future, right? Let's say this is the future. We were here. We were one, but we fell back, okay, into the land of the ignorance. So now we have to come back to the future. Like the movies say, back to the future. Okay, all right. So when you looking at phones and shit, oh man, that's a fire phone. Nah, that's trash. Trust me. Okay, myself, people that I know my homegirl in here, Isis, I know she could tell you some technology she done seen, okay, in what we call the dream space and things of this nature. Okay. I saw a nigga talking like this here. Nigga was talking, okay, and then I see a nigga stand up out of nigga arm. You understand? A nigga having a whole conversation. Yeah, man, we gonna be over there. Woo do woo do woo, da 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 da. Nigga body, shoo. Nigga, turn his arm off type shit, nigga. The fuck is we talking about? A fucking phone, nigga. iPhone, nigga. Shit trash. Again, this is the reason why the sacred covenant says we cannot let these people know who the fuck they are. We can't do this shit. Okay? We can't let that happen. Okay? We can't let it happen. All right? More proof. Okay? With all these temples all over the world, how come no technology that we have currently can rebuild any of these temples? With the technology we have today, how can, okay, why you so excited over the, oh man, that's a nice ass, ooh, that Cardell. Oh, we so excited, oh wow, ooh, all these oohs and ahs. Okay, all right. Why can't they redo these temples? Because those temples come from the future. Okay, all right. And they don't have the divinity, huh? They don't have the divinity, the brain, the heart, the real heart, aka the brain, okay, to visualize something like that. And what do I mean visualize? None of these things, these temples, these monoliths, none of this stuff was made by hand. Okay? None of this stuff was made by hand, bro. Okay? That's trash shit. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? Like I said, we're trying to go back to the future. You understand? Now, like I said, family, as we get to this understanding, okay, all right, this energy, this nothingness that's all around us, that we breathe in every day, that we are, okay, all right, all right, based on where your brain is, it goes against the energy. It goes against it. Therefore, your life will never be peaceful. Therefore, your life will never be just pure peace, pure serenity. It will always be peaceful one day, pissed off the next day, okay this day, a little bit in between the day after that. I might have a little peace that day. I might, it's gonna get worse that day, and it's gonna always look like a goddamn heart monitor. It's gonna always look like a heart monitor. Okay, because your brain, okay, one thing your brain does know, and this is more of what was given also during the last couple days. Okay, it's like the brain don't know which way to go. You understand? All right, it don't know good from bad, bad from good. Now, but there's a key inside the brain that we call the eye. Okay, now that particular key, go watch my favorite, probably my number one right now, Ready Player One. Okay, you understand? When a certain frequency of thoughts get to that key, you become that enlightened one. And it takes everything to get you pissed off. People start getting mad at you because you're so fucking happy. Children have this when they're born. Okay? All right. And of course, parents beat it out of them, okay, as they grow up. And then the eye becomes shut. Okay. You understand? All right. So, like I said, the more you remove these things, okay, the more you remove these things, that eye becomes open. I think is Genesis 32 and 30, where it says, I have seen God, I have seen God face to face. You understand? This is when the realization starts to truly hit. Go watch the video I just did. Okay, realizing the source within. Okay, you understand? So now, all right. So, but as long as you move in ignorance, you won't feel none of that energy around you. You may get maybe a dream here. You may see some numbers on your watch or on your phone or on the TV or billboard. You may see numbers here and there. Okay, basically saying you may know that there's something going on. Okay, because you have these little reminders. You understand? But until you let go of what was given to you, okay, all right, it can't blossom into the limitless flower that you are. You understand? Okay, I want you to understand this, family. Okay, all right, because I'm gonna tell you now, the conversations that I've been having the last 2, 3 days, and the things that has been happening is shit that I truly can't explain. I can try, but things are different. Okay, and that's every time. Okay, the more and more I let go of this, okay, all right, the more that I can expand itself and become one with everything around it. And again, you become endless. Okay? You understand? All right. I'm talking about I'm driving up the goddamn road in the truck. Okay. And what I'm about to tell you, you still ain't really gonna get the full understanding of it because I can't really teach this shit. Okay, all right. This is something you have to experience. Man, that's perfect right there. Okay, my big bro came right on time. Lucy. Okay, Lucy said it best. Lucy said at the end of the movie, the dude asked him, what's my man name? Uh, Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman asked Lucy. He said, "Where are you?" She said, "I'm everywhere." Nigga, what? She said, "I'm everywhere." Whoo, that was on time. That was on time, OG. That was on time. She said, "I'm everywhere." You must understand that, family. Okay? All right? So every time you use words and phrases that keep you in a box, you lose. Every time you use a certain thought forms and things of this nature that keep you in a box, you lose. Okay, all right, all right, and don't look at well, Will, you tripping? I had a good day yesterday. What happened the day before? Like I said, you are everything, and everything is you, man. Okay, you understand? All right, and the more and more you straighten up, okay, tighten up, all right, the more that will open up. It's kind of like when nigga was in school, okay? When the nigga was in school back in the day, right? So if you want an A in that class, you do what's necessary, okay, to get that A in that class. Perfect example. When you're not trying to get a good grade in the class, you go through a lot of shit. You get detention, right? All right, you might get expelled. Okay, all right. It's rough, right? It's rough. Okay, but when you getting that A and that B, okay, class is perfect. No detention. The teacher not fussing at you. Okay, all right. The students coming to you. Hey, can you help me out? Like you on top of the class. Use that in here as life. Okay, all right. The more you understand that there's nothingness that you are surrounded by, okay, that is your eyes, that is your eyebrows, your nose, your ears, your body, everything about you. Okay, all right. The more and more you let go of the chaos, all right, the more and more you can become that A, that B plus, that A plus. No more detention, which is fucked up days, fucked up nights. No more getting suspended, getting sick. We getting this, we getting that. We got all kind of diseases with the body, this, that, and the third. Okay? The more and more you let go, the easier life becomes. You should never have a bad day. Ever. Ever. That is straight poison. You must understand. A system has been put in place, okay? What some people call technology. A system has been put in place to keep you in a certain frequency. Okay? All right? This frequency is so cold. All right? All right? All right? This system is so fucking vicious. Whatever you go through, they got a pill bottle for it. Whoo! These motherfuckers is brilliant, man. These motherfuckers that's against you, okay? All right? They know you're gonna be a fucked up person. They know you're gonna go through depression because you don't have knowledge. They know you're gonna get sick because you don't have knowledge. Okay? All right? They know you're gonna go through turmoil and this and that and that and that. They know we gonna go through all type of shit because we not listening. We not paying attention. They know this type of shit gonna happen. And guess what? They got a pill for it. Oh, you got this? Oh, you got COVID? Oh, come over here and get a shot. Let me stick you with these fucking this nanotechnology. Oh, you got high blood pressure, man? Let me give you these fucking pills that we made in the goddamn in a goddamn laboratory. That the side effects is, one of your ears fall off. You gotta sew that bitch back on or something. All type of shit, man. Okay, all right. So this system that we were given, we didn't think about it. We didn't have a chance to pick. We didn't say, okay, that system come with depression, happiness sometime, peace sometime. You may get shot, you may get stabbed. Okay, yeah, you can get some pussy. Okay, all right. All right, you might you can get you some dick. You can go to the club, you can do all of this. Okay, all right. You can do all you okay, you can get on the gram and show all your fucking money like a fucking idiot. Okay, you can do all this fuck shit. You understand? Everything you can do here. Okay, all right. But then here, okay, all right, peace forever. So it's not like you had a choice. Okay, it's not like a nigga bought you in a room. Okay, on one TV gave you the way the world is, and on the other TV, a fucking butterfly flying. Bees flying to flowers and bringing honey and cute little animals just running around, and the grass is growing, and the beach looking good, the waves, and some pretty beautiful shit. You didn't have that chance, man. My friend, you didn't have that chance, family. Okay? You were given this. I'm trying to get you to understand that this is available to you. This is available to you. But you must denounce this. Okay? You must let go of this. I know for a lot of people it's hard. Okay? All right? And it's only hard because you love ignorance. And you were taught that. Now, check this out. The crazy part about it is, family, is that this part of it was put in place by hand. This selection over here was put in place by hand, by thoughts, by someone, okay, saying, well, we have to do this, we have to do that, we got to add this, we got to add this, let's do this, that, and the third. Now, the choice on this side, okay, has always been there. when the what they call it, family, in quote unquote creation, the boom, I forgot what it was just on my mind earlier. Somebody put it in the comments. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Was it the boom effect? God, how the hell I forget that? I just talked about that with someone yesterday. Shit. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. When they talk about when the so-called Big Bang, my brother. So when the quote unquote Big Bang came into being, and basically the Big Bang is simply the perfect black growing. Okay, all right. I showed you this a couple videos ago. You understand? Okay, so in that growth, nature came into being. Peace, bliss, love came into being. Okay, all right. And that's all that exists in this choice. There is no sadness. There is no pain, which, like I said, is so much bad information being given to y'all. Y'all truly think emotions is good. Y'all truly think that anger is good. You truly think this. Okay? All right? All right? You must understand to a certain degree. I know Bobby was teaching you all this shit. Okay? And Bobby himself changed this shit. But when he told you, okay, anger is good. Okay? All right? You gotta be chaotic. We chaos. That is bad information, man. Okay? That's why so many of us is so fucked up. Because we still think it's okay to be angry. Okay? We still think it's okay for you to be a real nigga. AKA slave nigga. Okay? None of that exists here. Is no need for that. They gave you a little bit of that on Free Guy. Okay? All right? On the movie Free Guy, here goes I forgot the name of the game that they were in, where people, kind of like GTA, niggas in cars killing each other, shooting each other, that whole nine. Okay, all right. But Free Guy, he runs on this bridge and jump into a new game, and the only thing that exists there is peace and harmony. That's the only thing that exists there. Okay, that's why I fuck with Kendrick so much. You understand? Kendrick Lamar got that fucking song Reincarnated where he have a conversation with himself. Okay? All right? And that boy Kendrick said, I apologize for putting fear in my music. I apologize. That's what he's telling himself in a song. I apologize for speaking ignorance in my music. Man, salute to that young brother, man. Okay, I wish all of you niggas can really take heed to that, and I know you could, especially the little brothers that I know who rap. Okay, I know you niggas can rap on that fucking level. Okay, because as much as I fuck with Kendrick, okay, I fuck with y'all up here because I got a relationship with you niggas. You understand? Okay, all right, and y'all have the fucking knowledge and understanding. Okay, Kendrick trying to get there. Okay, Kendrick is still, he getting the understanding, but you niggas already there. Okay, all right. All music that talk murder, killing, fuck this bitch, kill this bitch, fuck. I'm a fuck this hoe. She gonna do this. Must fucking die. Period. Fuck Glorilla, all of those dumb shit that y'all like, man. Straight the fuck up, man. It's poison. And you niggas ain't never gonna fucking go nowhere listening to that fucking poison, man. It is what it is. Okay? Some, brother, no, this was a chick. She gonna tell me, Will, I like that song with T-Pain and Glorilla. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me go check it out. I'll listen to the song, Glorilla fussing, and she tell a nigga on a song, well, if you won't shut me up, put a dick in her mouth. I shut up if you put your dick in, if you put pause. You put your dick in my mouth. Okay, pause that shit. Okay, all right. But this what the fuck she said in the song. And I'm like, so you want your 10-year-old girl listening to this girl talking about the only time she'll shut up if if you put a dick in her mouth. That's the first fucking verse. So that's cool with you. That's cool with your 5-year-old singing that song. That's cool with you. That's fine. And then when your daughter is 12 years old, she out here fucking and sucking, you ready to beat her ass, that's your fault. That's on you because you thought Glorilla was cute. You thought all this sexy red shit was fucking cute. You thought that shit was cute. I'm telling you now, okay, all right? If you're trying to get here, again, this is on you. You can suffer until you fucking die. That ain't gonna stop. That ain't gonna change nothing with me. Again, I'm just a message. That's it. Okay? But if you're trying to get here, if you're trying to be engulfed in your divinity, the music that's being played has to die. I'm just telling you. Okay? All right? That music does not exist here. It don't. Okay? All right? There's a whole nother level of music that is in this place. Okay, and again, like I say, it's not just myself who heard that music. There's a few people I know who heard music, in a dream space in this place, in this particular choice. The music here does not coincide with the music here. The music here will keep you here, nigga. Understand that. Reincarnated, man. K dot, nigga. Do your motherfucking thing, boy. It is what it is. Okay, all right. So, like I said, family, it's your choice. It's your choice. We'll go deeper into put some questions. MF Doom, solid. MF Doom was one of the greats. MF Doom. I think he made the transition about 2 years ago. Reincarnated is the name of the song. Reincarnated. And like I say, man, Kendrick is on some other shit here. On that song, that boy say, I had a past life regression. People ain't even understanding what a past life regression is. But that's what he say in the song. I had a past life regression, and then he say, I'm gonna take you to one of my lives in 1947. I was a guitar player. People think he talking about somebody. He talking about, where he is at that particular point, a past life. You understand? Okay, and he talking about that. He talking about what happened, this, that, and the other. And he said, uh, 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 I was I was engulfed in this money. He thought money was everything. And he died believing that money was his savior, in so many words. Okay? And then the next life, the niggas say, in my next life, I come back as a black woman. This nigga was talking. Okay? This nigga was talking, man. You understand? He was a songstress, beautiful voice. But he was she was on that shit. You understand? He called it that brown sugar. You understand? She was on them drugs, this, that, and the other, and she died in that particular life. He say she died with a syringe in her arm. And then the next verse, that boy say, in this life I come back as Kendrick Lamar. And he start talking. I'm like, nigga, talk then. Talk, nigga. Okay? All right? That song powerful, man. Powerful as fucking. Like I say, I can tell where he is because he's talking about past life. The little brothers that I know, okay? And I know you niggas on here because I'm talking to you. You understand? Okay? You niggas passed the whole past life thing. You understand? So I know you can take the music to a whole nother frequency. Because I done heard you niggas rap. Y'all done sent me y'all music. You niggas is nice. Okay, big bro, check out the music. Nice. Okay, all right? Change the frequency of this motherfucker with your words. Change the frequency. I love Kendrick. K-Dot is him. But I love you niggas more. Change this bitch. Change this bitch. Okay? We need it, man. Okay? The hottest woman out here, Glorilla, is talking about in a song, put a sausage in her mouth to shut her up. And this is what little young women are listening to. Young girls are listening to. And mama right there dancing, getting ready to go to the club and letting their daughter listen to this shit. Y'all got to change the frequency of the music, man. This is the type of shit that Panic was talking about before he got the fuck up out of here. Panic was like, man, we can't listen to this music no more. Because again, we're going to another place. You understand? All right? Family, this place is not going to be as you think 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Okay? All right? It's not going to be what you think, man. Okay? All right? Some of these people, some of these quote unquote higher ups, they're scrambling. They're scrambling. Okay? They're scrambling, man. They don't like you talking, man. AL, what's up now? They don't like you talking your shit. Posting your videos and clips about this and the true natives of this country and that. They don't like that. And then you got homeboy Trump getting in that motherfucker, taking the shadow ban and shit off niggas' pages. You understand? Okay? All right? So shit becoming different, man. Okay? I'm just saying. But you still must understand, family. It's inner. It's inner. It's inner, man. It's inner. Okay? All right? Questions. Okay. What will it be? Okay. Well, if you want to ask that, then you need to watch movies like Free Guy. You need to watch movies like Ready Player One. You need to watch the new Matrix, the last one that came out. You need to watch The Dark City. Okay, because these movies give many examples of what's to come. Okay, they give a lot of examples. Okay, and these things will happen based on you. Okay, they will happen based on you. You got to do the work, family. You got to do the work. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. Ain't no way around this shit. Ain't no way around this shit, family. Okay, all right. Ain't no way around this shit, bro. You have to become different. You have to make the right choice for yourself, for your children, your family, so forth and so. You have to make the right choices, even if that choice, okay, seem like is the wrong one. Okay, understand this place, this particular choice is wrong. Okay, all right, it is wrong, and you must understand this, bro. You know, like somebody put it in the comments earlier. Somebody put it in the comments earlier. Okay. Um, the so-called, and like I say, so-called, man. You understand? Because these so-called people who think they in charge and all of this shit here, ultimately they not, bruh. Okay? Ultimately they not. It's you. Okay? So that's why I say so-called. All right? But let me say this. All right? And I'm gonna continue to say this. Just because there's cheese on a trap don't mean you need to go get the goddamn cheese. Okay? All right? All right? The purpose of videos going viral that brothers is showing money. Okay? These videos get millions of views on YouTube and up. Think about this. All right? All right, these videos when niggas flashing their guns and holding all their money and all of this and all that, those videos get millions of views. But niggas like Lupe Fiasco, you understand? People on that particular shit, my fucking sis, man. She did a fucking video dropping some science. Yeah, I'm throwing y'all out there. ISIS speaks. She did a fucking video couple months back dropping some science on shit. Okay? Videos don't be getting no fucking play. Okay? Because you must understand the people who own the radio stations, the people who own the fucking labels, the people who own music, damn near music itself, okay, are the people who don't want you to hear a nigga like me. Okay? All right? Or people of this frequency. You understand? Shit, I got 4 videos in a row on Instagram that was deleted 4 times in a row. Shit crazy. Yeah, we know how it go. You know, we definitely know how it goes, sis, you know. You know, but it gotta change, family. And those decisions start with you. Okay? And I know some of that shit be hard, man. Okay, because it be your own mama who be fucked up. It be your own sister, brother, kinfolk who be fucked up. And you don't want to, and you want your kids to see their grandmother. You want your kids to see their sister, their brother, you know, or their uncles and aunts, you want them to see these people. You understand? Okay. But they're here now. So you have to be super protective. You understand? Okay, and trust me. Okay, all right, and trust me, you don't have to take my word for it. Okay, I got people in the comments who can testify about shit like this. Okay, when you making these decisions, okay, before you make the decision, you're scared. You like, man, bro, I don't want to deal with these people. Bro. I know it's gonna be fucked up if it happened. Whatever, whatever. Okay. And then you make the decision and it's a righteous one. Okay. And what happened after that decision is nothing like you thought. You're like, oh shit. I thought it was going to be bad. I thought it was going to be fucked up. And it don't. You know why? Because it is. Because the oxygen you think you're breathing, and it's not oxygen, is source. Is the nothingness. Is the all. The mind is all. Right? Okay? And all is mind. That's it. Okay? It's been many times where I thought making a certain decision it was gonna be, it was gonna be rough on the other side of that, on the other side of that choice. Shit played out so fucking smooth, man. I'm like, God damn. You know why? Because when you walk in righteousness, okay, all right, you see, we still have something called higher self, your divine self, and so forth and so on. Okay, when you're walking in righteousness, yourself still have, put that barrier around you so the shit is fucking real, bro. You still have help on this shit. Just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. And sure the fuck is the hero's journey. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, boy. Yes, indeed, Titan. Yes, indeed. Anybody else question? Question, family? Brother Claude, man, much love, much love. So is that kind of music that's in the new, like Kendrick? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, is much more like Kendrick, like my boy Lupe Fiasco, cats of that nature. Um, uh, 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 they are up there as far as the frequency goes with the music. Okay, all right, but it's like who is like brothers who I talked about and sisters who I talked about who are actually based on the choice being made. The music is going to go even higher. So, all right, and understand the best music is never what the world is hearing. You understand? The best music, just like videos and all of that shit, like I always tell people, okay, if you listen to a quote unquote spiritual person and they got 1 million views and all this shit, you better run for the fucking hills. Okay? All right, because I guarantee that fucking information is bullshit. All right? You must understand there was a certain time period where we didn't even want a lot of people watching. It was a certain time period where you as a quote unquote teacher, okay, or spiritualist, all right, you only wanted to talk to two or three people. Okay, now you got people with 500,000 views, 700,000 views, and these are the people y'all follow. And they're giving y'all this fucked up information. And that's why when you get shit like this, it hurts you. It puts you in a fucked up position. Because you thought the Anunnaki was going to come fucking save you or fall out the fucking sky or something. Okay? You thought your life was going to fucking change with this type of shit. Okay? Which is pure bullshit. I'm just saying. Yeah, Crit is on that type of time too. Crit one of them type niggas. Crit go back and forward. My Mississippi partner right there. Crit go back and forward. But Crit one of them niggas too. He'll talk about it. Crit'll talk about it, man. I fuck with Crit, man. I fuck with Big Crit, man. Nigga handle his business. How can God make God better by putting herself in his own create? Boy. God damn, man. God damn, man. B.O.B. That's another one. B.O.B. Like I said, we got them out there, family. We got a few out there. But it's the ones that's not being heard. It's the ones who really gonna change this shit. As soon as my brothers make that decision, they're already there. They're in the middle. They're in the middle. You know, because like I said, it's a transition, man. You understand? Okay, we've been fucked up for a long time. Okay, all right. So I understand, man. It's a transition, you know. But my little bros got my support all day long, man. Fuck with them boys, man. All you niggas, man. I rock with you till the wheels fall off, nigga. All day long. No, I haven't. I haven't. Till the ching, the shing. Hold on, let me put that in here. Let me put that in here because that sounds like something. That sounds like something ancient, man. That I might wanna check out. Here we go, right here. I just pull it up. Just pulled it up. Okay. By Leo Zoo. Okay. All right, that's a bet. It was mentioned in the show Three Body Problem. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, you're right. Let me send this to myself right quick. I'm gonna get into this. Get into into this right here. Yep. Yes, indeed. All right. Questions. Talk about the shit you be speaking on verbatim. Okay. Nah, you ain't bugging. No indeed, almighty. No indeed, family. No indeed. You on point. I'm on what that boy said. I'm on point five. The boy name here. Motherfucking how the fuck I forget them niggas? Let me see here. Let me see. It's Source trying to remember Q-Tip. There you go. So you know what type of time I'm talking about, family. Let's see. I'm on point five. Yeah, Tip. Yeah, you're right. It's Source trying to remember its source. You get my question. Okay. No, it's not. It is and it's not. Okay. You are the source trying to get back. But source that's all around has always been. But you are trying to get to, we're trying to get in alignment with source, frequency, light, love. We're trying to get back. You understand? That's what we trying to do, family. Okay. What about the balance of divine feminine, spiritual power, and sensual power? Okay, understand something here. All right. So when we talk about sensuality, that coincides with sexuality. Now, understand this, right? Understand this. All of that came later. Okay? All of that came later. Outside here, there is no more sex. Okay, look, I did a class, right? And I'm talking to the goddess, I think Nefer, right? So I did a class on where sex came from, why sex was even created. Sex was created based on ascending. Okay, all right. We put in place certain things so we can get back to this point. Okay, but of course, when we created sex, like I say, the S is a snake, which is Kundalini. All right, the E is the I. The X is the Roman numeral for 10. 1 plus 0 is 1, meaning new beginning. So sex was supposed to be a form of enlightenment. That didn't happen. Well, it did to a certain degree, okay, and it didn't. All right. People took sex or sensuality and made it into a religion. It was never supposed to be that. You understand? It was never supposed to be that. Sex was supposed to be about enlightenment. Period. This is why some teachers in the East teach that you don't supposed to have sex unless you're trying to bring in the second coming, the next master, you know, child that's supposed to take over the kingdom, the prince or princess. That's how they look at that shit. In America, because America, the way America work now is the biggest scam. Spirituality is the biggest scam around. Okay, all right. All these people trying to teach you about sex, this, that. It's all fucking. It's one big scam. Okay, like I said before, I had sex twice in 5 years, and it wasn't because I was trying to. It wasn't because it wasn't like I wasn't trying to do it. It was just that this energy around me was like, it ain't happening. I need you to go somewhere else. So to a certain degree, I was kind of forced. You understand? And now I see why. Now I see why I wasn't supposed to engage. You understand? Okay? It's a reason for that. If you start talking to some of these teachers in the East and shit like that, they'll tell you we haven't had sex in 20 years. That's not even a thing. Okay? 40 years, 70 years. That's not even a thing. Okay? That's a low vibratory act now. Okay? All right? That's what America has done. But it was about enlightenment in its inception. Okay? It was about enlightenment, man. It was about change. Okay? We got a song with this woman talking about, you want to shut me up, put a dick in her mouth. Like that shit is done. It's done, man. It's done. Like it's rough right now, man. It's rough right now, man. And even if you thinking about that, even if you thinking about, getting down with somebody, stop fucking these dead people, y'all. Okay? Stop fucking these dead niggas out here. Okay? If you're gonna do it, okay, all right, at least get some kind of something, some kind of frequency from this. Stop fucking these dead niggas, bro. These dead chicks out here. Pussy ain't pussy, bro. Dick ain't dick. Okay? Be on some change shit. If that's the way you go. You understand? Be on some change shit, man. Okay? Go into a meditative state. I used to teach that shit. 2017, 18, 19, 20. I used to teach that shit in them years, man. On when you have sex, go in a meditative state. Okay, and as you are doing whatever it is you're doing, okay, it's not necessarily about the person. Okay, You understand? Okay. As far as your focus, okay, all right, you use that energy, that orgasmic energy, or that particular feeling, okay, all right, and release, okay. Start speaking affirmations to yourself while you in the act. And if this person is of that particular frequency, both of y'all do this. Speak light. Call each other gods, goddesses while you do this. You understand? Okay, something has to shift, bro. Okay, we cannot continue the dumb shit, family. We talking about change, okay? But we're scared to take that step forward, man. You know? Okay? We got to take a step forward, man. You know? So, but yeah, man, but much love, Nefer. Much love, much love, much love. Boy, nigga, boy. Niggas back shots in the mirror, Lord have mercy. If I could see a nigga now with the hand behind the head, nigga doing, on some paid in full camera on type shit. God damn, man. Oh, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, family, man. Yeah, man. um, any more questions? Hold on. I think I passed up some people, man. Some people, man. Can you still use sex for enlightenment? Depending on, like I say, depending on the person, Depending on the person, um, you know, y'all just have to know what's going on. Okay, right? So now let's talk about it for a sec, right? So the feeling that comes from sex is a spiritual one, okay? All right? That feeling you get is not some nigga shit. That's what it has become, okay? But that sensation that you get is not of a regular thing, okay? Is a certain force that happens, okay? Now, you can use that force, okay, and again, make your choice, all right? If that's the way you want to go, family. You can make that choice by letting go of this one, okay, and coming back home. You know? So that's the way you want to go, then, because ultimately it's still your choice. Like I say what I say, right? I put out the information, you know, for whomever can check it out or not. Okay. But I know what's happening to me. I know what's changing with me. I know the shit I experience every day, and it's not human at all. You understand? At all. I'm in full conversation with motherfuckers. You understand? Like it's just not regular on. It's not this place. It's not this place at all. Okay? All right? It's not that. So I'm giving basically from my experience, okay, and certain texts that coincide with my experience. Okay? You understand? So that's where I'm at with that. Mm-hmm. Talk about it, Drake. Talk about it. Much love, much love to me, and much love, much love. Talk about it, Drake. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So if there's no more questions, family, Let me see. Okay, put them questions in there, family. Um, so we literally, let me see what the family say. So we literally living in the nothingness, aka source, at the same time. Yeah. So we're acting, yeah, pretty much to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Is the highest source frequency in the nothingness realm? Okay, now, so let's talk about that. Okay, so I'm gonna get to you now, King Ali, right? Okay, so the question is the highest source frequency in the nothingness realm? Okay. Um, you can say that it's a realm, okay, but understand we've never left that place. You know, we have, you could say we have fallen from it based on levels of consciousness. We'll use that, right? Um, but it's all around us. Okay, it's all around us. Um, and we can talk about the whole death thing, transitioning, things of that nature. Okay. Of course, um, we are, most of us or some of us are trying to eclipse this particular choice, right? While we're still here. You understand? All right. Now, we do have an understanding that uh to a certain degree, all right, we are limited, okay, based on still having a quote unquote body in a sense. Okay. All right. Because like I said, the brain, this particular realm is the only realm that has a brain. Everything else is free. Okay? Everything else is free. Okay? Everything. All right? Okay. So to a certain degree we are limited, but we can still get to this particular place and experience it. Okay? Be in it. All right? And at that point, it can all you can say the movie what's the name of this series? It's about it's a childhood ends. Childhood ends. When it was time for the ascension, everything just kind of went away. It just kind of disappeared in a sense. Okay? All right? But understand, all right, this is an illusion anyway. Okay? So you're not going nowhere. The motherfucker that's making this move and do all of that, you're not going nowhere. Okay, all right. So just because this may disappear, you will still be. You will always be. You understand? You will always be. Okay, so this is why we have to understand what death truly is. Okay, again, this place teaches you and make you go into misery. Okay, depression, hurt, and all of these things because they teach death as something being horrible. But what's crazy is the church that's in this particular place, okay, they tell you in so many words. They tell you that everybody want to go to heaven. Okay, all right. It tells you you are praising God, you are doing these things, right? All right, you are doing all of these things about yourself, right? So you can get to heaven. Okay? All right? if the pastor teach every fucking Sunday on how to get to heaven. Okay? You do understand you have to let the body go to get to heaven, right? Completely. Okay? All right? But somewhere, this is why religion is so poisonous, somewhere within that, getting to heaven, became bad. And staying here in hell became good. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss nobody, man. Infinite Wisdom, what's up, family? Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, hey, that's a good point too. That's a good point too. You want to listen to it? Man, Kendrick talking, man. And then he tapping into the realm of Pac. He tapping into that realm of Pac because that's that old Pac beat. So Kendrick on some other shit, man. He tapping into some shit, man. He trying to let a nigga know something, man. He definitely trying to let a nigga know something. We definitely died many deaths, man. I used to talk about that a lot. How every time you go to another place within yourself, a part of you dies. And what dies is the ignorance. So every time you take that step up, something has to go. Something has to go. Now the issue with that is we don't want to let go. So we take these steps up and we try to bring the ignorance with us. We like, nah, I don't want to leave, my I don't want to leave my this behind or my that behind. I don't want to leave that. I love I love eating my chitlins and I love I love eating my hog mogs and this and that. Green and tater and how that shit go? At Thanksgiving song, greens and taters. You name it. We don't want to let go of things. So we hold and we hold on to that shit, boy. We hold on to that shit, man. We hold on to that shit, man. We got to let that shit go, bro. Ooh, we got to let it go. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of times we're not going to let it go until we realize, like I talked about in the last video, realizing the source within. You're not going to let it go until you realize that you are poisoning yourself. Okay? All right? Understanding is not good enough. You must realize, because only when you realize, that's when you're going to be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. They have a lot of women out here who realize they're in an abusive relationship. They understand they're in an abusive relationship. Well, I understand he whooped my ass all the time. I understand that, but then she go right back to him. Because she don't realize that this nigga about to kill her ass. She just understand. It's a difference, man. You catch them Dune movies. Hey, I did a breakdown of the first Dune that came out. On what a first Dune came out in like 85, 86. And the reboot came out in like 21, 22, something like that. I gotta watch part 2. I went into a whole spiel about So these people in the beginning of this movie, Doom, um, these people were these higher ups and all of this type of stuff. You had the chosen son, the king, right, the wife, right, and then the father dies, and then the son goes on a journey with the mother. This is the Osiris story. Osiris dies. Okay, all right. The mother looks over the son travels. Dune is based off the Osirian drama, the story of Osiris. Okay. And then on Dune, here goes Dune family. If you want to go check that out. Um, he leaves. He leaves the safety of the castle, and then he go into the wilderness, into the desert. Okay, which is this. Okay, all right, you understand? He starts in here with the father. The father dies. The father becomes the king of the underworld, aka Osiris. Okay, all right. The halls of Minty. You understand? Okay. So he goes in, and then he goes into, and then he hook up with these people. Okay, the people of the land, the real natives. Okay, all right. He fall in love. Okay, he find his divine feminine. They become one entity. Okay, all right. And his mother, Isis, aka whatever her name is, but that's who she is. Isis, Set, whatever word you want to use for that. So that whole movie is based on that science. If y'all want to go check that out. Okay, all right. So I gotta finish watching part two, but I think part one is all you need for real to get the understanding of it. They got a series coming out too. They got the series about to pop off too. Now, sometimes in these series, they start creating on their own shit, trying to do whatever. All you need to get to is the positioning of the story. Okay? All right. Again, it is about entertainment and it's not. You need to get to the understanding to where when you watch a movie, you watching yourself. You understand? Because that's what that shit is about. Just like when I broke down the science of baby boy. You just a baby boy. Okay. So when I broke down the science of that and I talked about how not Cuba, the little brother. What's the little brother name? Not Cuba Gooden. What's the little brother name? Um baby boy, partner, his best friend. What that boy name is? Something Gooden. Something Gooden. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Okay. So in that particular movie, whatever Tyrese went through, his partner was there. When Tyrese couldn't pull a trigger, his partner pulled that fucking trigger. Okay? When them boys, I think they jumped him or they took his bike or something. Okay? Tyrese was a little shaken, but he went into it, but his partner was right there, basically saying his brother, his that energy was his higher self in a sense. And that's why on the end of the movie, he got baptized. He went back up. You understand? He went back up where he's supposed to be. Just like yourself. Yourself walk with you everywhere, every fucking way you go. You understand? You know when you're about to go to a restaurant or something, and you know you're not supposed to be eating that shit, and you look at it and be like, I don't know, I'm supposed to be eating that shit, so let me get something else. That's that motherfucker telling you, if you eat that shit, you're gonna be throwing up tonight and shitting. So they're right there. They're right there. So once you get the understanding on how the movies are designed, okay, all right, that shit is over with from there. You can break down whatever fucking movie. It don't matter. But Dune, that's one. It's long as fuck, But it was pretty good, though. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. My boy was in there too, Aquaman. What's his name? Momoa? Something Momoa? Something. The dude who play Aquaman. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. I might tap into that, King Ali. I might tap into that, family. I might tap into that. Let's see here. Let's see. Make sure I got make sure I got everybody for yeah, check out Dune though. Drake, check Dune out if you haven't. Cause I know you probably I already know you can look at it and get some shit from it. You know, goddamn cough syrup. Nah, man. I'm taking this this black seed oil sea moss and burdock root. That's what I'm taking right now. So sometimes that shit'll get in a nigga throat, man, in a nigga throat. So yeah, so that's what I'm on right now. Yeah. Yeah, this supplement right here. And ashwagandha. Yeah, ashwagandha. I'm on that too. So yeah, so that's what I'm on right now. And beets. Beets good for that ticker. You know, I'm taking some beet pills too, man. You know, before a nigga turned into Yoda, okay? You know, I still got to deal with this shit. So, you know, taking some of this shit, trying to get to it. You understand? Yeah. Yeah, check it out, Drake. Check it out. Some lemon tea. You know, niggas can't get no goddamn lemon tea without putting sugar, diabetes in that shit. You know, niggas ain't shit. You know, we got to put sugar in everything. Fucking niggas. You know, goddamn, we can't get nothing unsweetened. Boy, I tell you, boy, I ain't shit. I know I ain't shit. I know I ain't shit. Put sugar in every fucking thing. I'm in Atlanta right now. I was in New Orleans last week, man. And y'all, look, I haven't forgotten about what I said, you know, about us connecting in 2025 sometime. But one of y'all gonna have to take lead on that shit, cause I be chilling, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I ain't planning shit. Okay, like I don't even want human with niggas. Okay, I don't even want to people with niggas. So so regular people shit. Like, I don't even want people with niggas and shit. You understand? So I'm gonna need one of y'all niggas to hook it up and let me know. Hey, Will, we gonna meet over here, boom, boom, boom. This how much it's gonna be. You know, we can put together, blah, 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 get it. So in Atlanta 2025, so I'm gonna need one of you niggas to get it popping. Because I am horrible right now. I don't like humans, people, you know, motherfuckers that walk on 2 feet. You understand? You know, like, you know, niggas that got a nose, teeth, and a mouth and shit. Hey, Drake, listen, you still gonna sit down. Somebody else gonna do it, though. Somebody else gonna do it, Drake. You chill on out. I don't want you to do it. Somebody take the lead on this shit. Because I am ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you that now. If y'all tell me, Will, meet me at such and such tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, okay. You gonna call me, Will, where you at? Playing PlayStation. I'm just saying, man, I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I'm just letting you know. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what God said. I'm just telling you what God said. God said, "Will, bro, you ain't shit." You know what? What? What the little video was going around with Michael Jackson? Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I'm just saying. Okay, that's something else right there. To me for sure. Send me that. Send me all the shit you talking about, and put that in my inbox so I can, you know, get a whole list of shit. So hopefully, if you get time, I want you to do that for me, please, if you don't mind. Which city? Which city? No, out here, out here in Atlanta, in Atlanta. Yeah. Because they got people. I think people. Now, don't get me wrong. I know, I know. King Los is another one. Los go crazy. Los go crazy. Los go crazy, man. That dude, he's something serious. Of course, my nigga Lux. Lux go crazy. Lux been like that. So them boys been like that, man. But those type of people don't get what they, nigga know Lux for sure, battle rap type shit. you know. Uh the Titan promotional shit done kicked in. I'm just, man. Yeah, Atlanta, man. Let's do it out here, man. Cause they got shit out here we can get into. Couple things. It's Atlanta, man. Hey, look, check this out now. Now I don't know if y'all ready for this. They got a handicap strip club out here. Okay, you understand? Now I ain't been there, but a nigga told me. Okay, so if you want Miss Jerry, you know, you know, y'all remember Miss Jerry off Martin? Miss Jerry had the gray hair, the low hair. Hey, nigga told me they got him in there. Okay, you find you a 65-year-old up in there, you know. She got armpit hair on her coochie. You can find you one up in there. Shit, you find your little chick up in there with one leg, and a kickstand. Nigga say she know how to spin around on the kickstand on your ass, nigga. You understand? Okay, all right. They got one chick with no legs. She walk with her hands, but her booty big. You hear me? So I'm just saying. Hey, this Atlanta, bro. Atlanta got it in here, bro. They got it out here, bro. If you looking for it. I'm telling you, bro. She wear gloves on her hands too, so she can stick to the floor. You understand? But she don't got no knees, but her hands, she doing handstand on your ass, nigga. You hear me? Okay, she make her thighs clap, Motherfuckers do that, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, it's Atlanta, man. It's Atlanta, man. It's Atlanta, bro. Atlanta be Atlantean, nigga. Atlanta be Atlantean. I'm just saying that. Shit, Atlanta, bro. It's a little spot downtown, man. Downtown Claremont, something. Man, you go in there, get you one, man. Shit, man. Shoo. Never know, boy. Shit. I know some of you niggas, I'm telling you, soon as you walk in that bitch, The whole club smell like rubbing alcohol. Smell like being gay. I'm telling you. They got adult diapers all over that motherfucker, just in case. Just in case the 70-year-old who on the stage, just in case she got an accident, she got to hurry up and put the big diaper on or something. You know. So I'm just saying. That's the name of it. The Claremont. I told you. I knew I wasn't tripping. The Claremont line. I said, listen, nigga told me. You understand? You understand? You understand? Nigga told me they be in that motherfucker, boy. When you go up in that motherfucker, look for Big Brenda. She don't got no kneecaps. Okay, all right. She got to stand straight up. Her legs can't bend. You understand? But she could bend by the waist, so she go straight down on your ass. I'm just saying. I'm just saying she ain't got no kneecap. That was to go straight down on your ass, nigga. It's about shit. Go on, throw them $2. Yeah, make it rain. Make it rain. Go ahead on, girl. Go ahead on, girl. Yeah. Shake that thing, girl. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. Hey, y'all set it up, man. It's really, hey, man. Hey, y'all set it up. Let me know about it. Whatever the finances is and shit like that. I don't mind sharing that with people and shit like that. But let's set it up somewhere around April or so. Yeah, next year. What was April? April, May. Yeah, yeah. Nigga round. Yeah, set up in May or some shit like that. The weather nice. You understand? You know, get it popping. Get it popping. Get it popping. Y'all just let me know what it is. You know, it don't make sense for me to set nothing up. It does not make sense. I don't people well. I don't people well. I do not. I will go missing on you. Y'all wouldn't even hear from me. It'll be 2.5 months. That's where Will went. I told you. Okay, all right. All right. I don't people well. I will disappear on your ass. And it's all love. It's all love. It's not that I'm mad at anyone. It's just that I'm playing PlayStation. I'm playing PlayStation. I'm chilling. Like I'm not. You know. I just be chilling. I just be staying out the way, man. I'm gonna tell you something. This realm, family. Hold on, let me put this back up. This place over here, what I was talking about earlier. Okay, that place do that for you, man. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, and check this out. Y'all know what I'm talking about because your children do that. Okay, how many times? Okay, how many times have you all had to look for your kids? Okay, all right, your one daughter or your one son, and they by themselves, and they in the room, quiet as hell, playing with their toys by themselves. Why? Because they're still here. They haven't yet. Okay, the brain has yet to become totally focused on this. Okay, you understand? So when that little one, 6 months, a year, 2 years old, whatever, when their brain is still here, they don't mind being alone, and you have to go get them. This is when parents, especially in my era, the older parents, grandmothers, grandfathers, great grandparents, they used to, want other kids around because little Bobby was a loner. Little Kimmy or whomever, was cool being by themselves. And because our grandparents and so forth and so on were big Christians and things of this nature, we looked at that as bad. We thought you want to be by yourself, that's a bad thing. Or that baby retarded. Something wrong with that kid. Something wrong with that child. Man, we was fucked up. We still are. But, it's kind of slowing down a little bit because the parents is now us. You know, you understand? Okay. It has shifted now. Okay. Now y'all can change shit, around now. You understand? Okay. All right. But your parents looked at things like that. Okay? Your parents looked at things like that, was ready to put you on medicine and give you all this shit. You understand? Because they thought you was crazy. All right? They would even call a church. Something wrong with my daughter, something wrong with my son. Pastor, come by the house and pray for my son, pray for my daughter, because they want to be alone. But they don't understand. The brain is still here in the nothingness, in the peace, bliss, love. And when you're in real peace, real love, real bliss, you can be by your motherfucking self. This is why when you see some of these people in these other places, in these temples and all of that, there is no man and a woman couple together. Okay? All right? Go watch what is it, family? What is it? Go watch Doctor Strange. Go watch Doctor Strange. Okay, all right. When Doctor Strange went to that particular place, there was only one person on the top. It was the woman. She didn't have a man. She didn't need one. Why? Because she was already an ascended master. You understand? Okay? She was already an ascended master. She didn't need no one. She had people that she associated with. You understand? Okay? She had people she associated with, but that was it. Okay, all right. Look at my favorite occult classic of all time, The Last Dragon. Okay, The Last Dragon. Bruce Leroy's sensei. He was by himself. Okay, all right. So I'm not telling you that to tell you fuck your husband, fuck your wife, whatever. Okay, I'm just giving you an understanding. Okay, all right. The physical masculine feminine people coming together, okay, is something that happened when we fell. The higher you go, you want to be by yourself because love doesn't need a partner. Uh-oh. Love never wanted a partner. Love never wanted a husband or wife. All of that came when religion came into being. I'm just warning you now. Just telling you now. If you take this journey over here, okay, your loved ones are going to start to kind of look at you as you acting funny. And it's not that. It's just that you are somewhere else. Okay, all right? And when you get to that particular place and they show you the real feminine masculine principle, and it was never a two people thing. It was about that one person or that one being and that energy becoming one within them. This is why your children want to be by themselves. Because the masculine and feminine is inside of them, it has not yet been taken away from them. That's what church do. Church pull your masculine away from you. Church pull your feminine away from you. And this is when you start to search for someone. The dumbest shit in the world is to hear people mad that somebody is cheating on them. There's no such thing. No such thing. You own no one. You own so you own your girlfriend's pussy. You own your boyfriend's dick. You own that. This is what religion has done to us. The only masculine, feminine situation was about self becoming the infinite. That's it. It was always a journey of one, not two. But we're here now. We're here now. Okay. All right. And y'all live how y'all live. That's on y'all with that. But I'm just giving you why your relationship will always have ups and downs. Because it was never about searching for the perfect one. You will never find the perfect one because there's no such thing as the perfect one. You are the perfect one. You already came already. You already showed up. You are the divine masculine. You are the divine feminine. Because when they come together, they become nothing. The great nothing. But, it is what it is. Just letting you know. Just letting you know why it's like that. Just letting you know why they have meetings now. Okay, Instagram is and Facebook, especially Instagram, is full of, you know, you know, ballrooms, 500 people in there, people on stage fussing about what's wrong with the black man, what's wrong with the black woman, why are we not seeing eye to eye, why are we going through this, why are we going through that. Some black woman get up fussing where the man ain't doing this, some man get up where the woman ain't doing that. The reason why you fussing because all of y'all fucked up with the wrong knowledge. You want to know why it's so fucked up? Because you don't know nothing. Hosea 4:6. My people perish for lack of knowledge. If that person or that one supposed to be in your life, you don't look for them. They're gonna pop up one day while you doing your work. They just gonna pop up. Okay, because like I said in the video already, okay, I can't be with no one if they're not up here already. I can't do it because I don't want to have conversations about human shit. I don't want, don't call me. Don't call me with that. I don't want to have human, oh, you heard what Sexy Ray said? No, I'm hanging up. Bye. Bye. Peace. Peace. No, so we doing that now. We letting you know now. Move. Get the fuck. Get your ass away from me. Don't come nowhere around me. Nowhere. I'm just saying. Okay, all right, and I'm not looking. Never. I'm not looking. If it's something just fall out the sky, okay, but I'm not looking for nothing. Fuck that. I'm nigga. I want to be a fucking superhero, nigga. Fuck that shit, nigga. Okay, I got a friend of mine, her son. All he do is jump off beds. All he do is put a towel around his neck and jump off the fucking bed. That's my nigga. I think he like 10, 11 or some shit. That nigga trying to be Superman every day. That's my little nigga right there. Okay, that's where I'm at with it. Okay, for years I never knew why. I never knew why I used to run around my house when I was a little boy with my mama good towel around my neck and running down the hallway and shit, thinking I'm fucking Clark Kent, Superman, and all of that. But now I know. Like I said, I did a whole breakdown some time ago. Okay, where I actually showed old old relics, okay, of black people with capes on. Okay, all right, old pottery from I think from Indonesia somewhere. Okay, all right. It is said this shit 3,000 to 4,000 years old. Black people with capes on. So I ain't just talking about this shit. Okay, all right. I showed you what the fuck this shit is. Shit's so fragile. Okay, all right. You can't even touch. It got to be touched a certain way. That's how old it is. Okay, but there's carvings in it of dark skinned people with capes on. Okay, you wonder why. You wonder where Marvel comes from. You wonder where DC Comics come from, nigga. It come from you. Okay, Black to the future, nigga. Black to the motherfucking future. It is what it is. Okay, I ain't talking about this shit for nothing. I'm telling you what the fuck you are, nigga. And you're not a nigga. You're not a fucking Sagittarius. You're not a bad bitch. You're not a real nigga. You're not a this or that. You ain't none of them fucking words, man. Okay, nigga, you have no fucking words. Okay, the English language don't even can explain what you are. You don't have a language that could explain what you are. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. And see them niggas at the fucking Vatican? They got that kind of shit. Okay? I talked about that 7, 8 years ago. Okay, where I was showing pictures of some of the shit they got under the fucking Vatican. Miles and miles and miles of artifacts of your ass. Okay, you understand? Some of that shit, that future shit, okay, that they found under them temples and all of that of fucking ancient black people, period. You understand? Okay? At one time they was calling them super people. I'm just saying, man. I'm telling you what the fuck it is. I ain't doing this shit for nothing. I'm just saying. Okay, you not no regular motherfucker, nigga. Okay, so stop walking around thinking you fucking regular, thinking your clothes is what makes you somebody. Thinking your money is what make you somebody. The car you drive, it makes you somebody. Nigga, fuck your car. Nigga, fuck your money, nigga. That shit don't supposed to make you feel good. Okay, all right. Yeah, nigga, we need bread for this and that, whatever. Okay, cool. Okay, but you don't supposed to be celebrating that shit. That shit don't supposed to make you. Okay, your clothes, your house, your this, your that shit don't supposed to make who you are. Okay, let the knowledge do that. Okay, let the knowledge do that, man. When you start tapping in and all that shit, and you seeing all of this stuff, okay, that yourself wants you to see. Okay, all right, it's a whole nother ball game, man. Whole nother fucking ball game, man. Just saying, you know. You colorless ninja. For real, for real. You know, Black Dot. That was on they had that on Ready Player One too. The motherfucking Black Dot, nigga. She was crazy. So okay. I don't see nothing else on here. These reviews of Claremont, the people love it. I'm just saying. You find you a 3-titty midget up in that motherfucker. Okay? I'm just saying. Nigga. I'm just saying, nigga, you know. I don't know if you ever seen a 3-titty midget, nigga, but I'm just saying you might like that kind of shit, you know. This Atlanta, nigga. You know, so y'all let me know when y'all want start this thing, man. Y'all let me know, man. You know, we can get it popping, man. But I didn't ram my mouth enough, man. Y'all shut us up to the people who need to hear it, man. Whole video on that relationship shit again. Well, I talk. I mean, it ain't much to talk about. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can pull up, some information and give you more in depth on it. But for the most part, y'all can look at this yourself. You really don't need me, to give you, understanding of it. You could just look at it yourself. You know, Let me give you this. My grandparents on both sides, my mother's parents, my father's parents, both of them slept in separate rooms. The only reason why they didn't leave each other because the church told them no. The church told them not to. Okay, you gotta stay together for the family. So my grandparents on both sides died miserable because they thought God said stay. That's what they thought. They thought Jesus said stay instead of going on their path of freedom. This white dude who was born in a manger, okay, with long hair on Kel said, nah, y'all got to stay together because that's what it is. And when they transitioned, it was in a state of shock. They was in a state of shock. So family, you don't necessarily need me to prove that this masculine feminine thing wasn't necessarily supposed to be a physical thing. There is not one couple in existence that's straight up and down happy. Not one. And if they tell you they're happy, they fronting. Oh, we perfect. We perfect. I guarantee that woman tell her girlfriends how she really feel. I guarantee that man tell his partners how he really feel. But when they together, because they don't want to hurt each other's feelings, they put on a show. It don't supposed to be that way. Okay, all right. This is what religion has done. Religion has taught you ownership over your significant other. Religion told you you own your husband, you own your wife. Okay, so you have become a slave master, and your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, they're your slave. This is why you get upset when somebody's so-called cheating. Cheating is not in no ancient text. You're not going to find the word cheating in the Kabbalah. Okay, all right. In the Kabbalah, you're not going to find the word cheating in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. You're not going to find the word cheating in the Ashtavakra Gita. You're not going to find that in any ancient teachings. You're not going to find the word cheating. You're not even going to find the word marriage. Okay, and if you do find the word marriage, it's going to be talking about self-connection. Okay, all right. It may even go into the left hemisphere of the brain and right hemisphere of the brain, and the brain becoming one. That's the only marriage that any ancient teachings talk about. Not until religion became the forefront is when the change happened. Okay, and this is when our old meditation practice, okay, all right, which is imagining light going up the spine, okay, all right, which is a meditation practice, is imagining light going up the spine, okay, going through the darkness right here, the medulla, okay, all right, okay, which in the Kemetic science, okay, is called the halls of Amensa in the Emerald tablets, okay, all right. Okay? And then it gets to the light of the world, the pioneer, the I. Okay? All right? That particular meditation, when you're imagining that light constantly going up, going into the pioneer, that became a wedding ceremony. That lights going up became the woman in a dress going up the spine, aka the aisle. So the practices of the self became physical. That's why it's always you will never be supremely happy. Because your connection is based off a lie. Okay? It was a principle of the self. Okay? The wedding ceremony is a stolen practice of meditation and visualization. I'm just saying, man. This is why we struggle in relationships. Because the energy is not going to let you be perfect. The energy is not going to let, again, I just told you, it's all around you. Okay? All right? So when you're moving in darkness or in ignorance, it's going to always be a clash. It's going to always be a clash. Again, the so-called powers that be put out this illusionary world to make you believe it's a beautiful thing. And then they paid a lot of money for that shit. They made you believe that diamonds is real. Okay? That ain't nothing but fucking old rocks. Okay? All right? And they found out that they could use those old rocks, okay, in certain parts of Africa, if they shine those old rocks up enough, okay, it's going to become clear. When they find those rocks, aka diamonds, they're black. But if they keep shaving it, it's going to become clear. That's how you got your diamonds, man. That shit fake, bruh. They ain't no, it's just a fucking rock, bruh. Okay? And the media is owned by the Bilderberg Group. Okay? All right? So in the 20s, okay, and they got a video of this and everything, shit crazy. They got documents of this and everything. They started a fucking campaign. If you want to get married, you have to have a diamond ring. I'm just saying. Okay? They put that in the movies. They put that in every newspaper, and they put that on the radio. Today, this is what you have. A bunch of false shit that you think is something. It's all it's all an illusion, man. It's all a fucking illusion, man. Okay? This is why you're not gonna find any of this shit. Okay? People took Isis and Osiris as man and woman. Even Bobby knew he was wrong about that shit. When Bobby was talking about black love. This is the reason. And that's why when Panic went to Bobby with some of these teachings, okay, Bobby was like, man, fuck that shit, man. This is about love of self, man. He shut all that shit down. Okay? Ain't no fucking black love, bruh. Okay, that's religion too. Okay, Isis and Osiris is a story of oneself. But like I said, I'm just giving you what it is. I understand that we're here. And it is what it is. I understand that we're here, and we're under supreme mind control. So now we feel like we can't move without sex. We feel like that's what we need to survive. A man, we need a man. We need a woman. I get it. I get we're here now. Okay, I get that. You understand? But I'm just telling you the reason why we suffer with that. Okay, I'm telling you what happened. So it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. You know, I talked about this a lot of times, family. You know, talked about this a lot of times, man. You know, and plus, you don't even get married to your spouse. Okay, all right. You sign a fucking contract with the government, bro. If y'all still have your marriage license, look at the fine print, man. Okay, all right. I didn't even realize it until 15 years, you know, when I was married and all of that old bullshit. I'm just saying. She's a tearing my nerve. And my dog, man. Leave my dog alone, Drake. But I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Look at that marriage license. Analyze that shit. Look at the numbers and shit on there, man. Try to find out where that shit come from. Okay? All right. Like, you got a license. I'm just saying. Okay. You know, I gotta watch Sasha's party, man. No dig, but that's crazy. But yeah, I gotta check that out, man, because they was wilding on that shit. Even the small parts that I saw, that was a crazy ass movie. Then they got part two now. Jazz, they got part two, man. That shit crazy. That shit crazy, man. But like I said, man, y'all share it up to the people who need to hear it, man. I'm out, family. Peace.